What's going on, guys? It's your average consumer, and today we're going to be spending a real day in the life with the Huawei Mate 10 Pro. Now, Huawei actually decided to sponsor today's video and put their Mate 10 Pro through a real day in the life with me. So you guys are going to see me test out the performance, the new cameras, battery life, and we're also going to see what kind of quirks this phone has since this is a real day in the life. But let's see how it does. All right, guys, so right now we are using the front-facing camera of the Mate 10 Pro. I'm walking my dog Cookie over here. Cookie, say what's up. Cookie, say what's up, mama. Well, either way, we've got a lot of stuff to do, guys. Today, I'm going to be shooting a ton of different videos. I actually have to go stop by Marquez's spot, Mr. MKBHD, so you guys might be able to see him. But yeah, today's gonna be a pretty packed day. But for now, this is the front-facing camera. This is the video quality and audio quality that you can expect from it, and we'll switch things up throughout the day. All right, guys, so right now I am headed to Marquez's spot, got the GPS going. It's about a 15-minute drive from my studio, and I've got 8 minutes left, and we're about 94% on battery, so I'll let you guys know how it does throughout the day. All right, guys, so we made it, and we've got 91% left. Not bad. Been using it a little bit throughout the day, just doing social media and Facebook and you know, some emails here and there. So 91's not too bad. Now let's go see Marquez. Here's the man himself. What's going on, man?
Good.
All right, guys, so right now I am in the MKBHD studio. He's shipping out awards right now as we speak.
It's a thing we do here nowadays.
That is a thing. So I stopped by here to get some tips on shooting with this guy, my new Red. And Marquez has a bunch of cool stuff in this studio. What's up, Andrew?
It's good.
So he's got a bunch of cool stuff in here. I'll probably be using the rear camera to take a couple of shots of some things. So we'll see what that rear camera's quality is like. All right, so Marquez has this awesome Android figure right here. Definitely gonna be taking a picture of this. And boom. And you know what? Let's do a portrait mode shot. So take him. Oh, this guy moves. Boom. Portrait mode shot. So this came out pretty decently. The portrait mode effect is actually pretty subtle. So it doesn't have a huge amount of blur. It actually comes out pretty clean looking. And this little Android figure right here, it's actually pretty sharp. I actually like this photo a lot. So far the camera performs pretty well. So we're on the rooftop of Marquez's studio, so I figured why not get a nice landscape shot, see what kind of quality we get from here. All right, that sky though, it's like super blue. That's actually pretty awesome. That's some pretty,
dynamic range. I've heard
that's some pretty decent dynamic range, I'd say.
That's that deep blue filter.
Yeah.
Crushing the shadows a lot, but that's a pretty colorful image.
Yeah, I'd say.
Not bad.
Yeah. All right. Does okay. All right, well, I took a bunch of pictures. I'll show you guys in the wrap up how it actually performed. But so far, I'm pretty impressed. But I gotta let this man do his thing, get out of here, go back to the studio and do some work. All right, guys, so I'm back inside now. I've been in the middle of shooting a video all morning, so you can see I have my camera here and some stuff all over. But I wanted to take a second to actually take a look at the design of this phone. This is actually a very clean, nice looking design. I really like it. It feels very premium. I think they have multiple colors, but this is the best color that I've seen so far. And I actually just really, really like it. It feels very solid. But if I'm gonna be honest with you guys, while it feels solid in the hand, it feels great, it is kind of slippery. But what I was super blown away by is in the actual packaging, like you get your charger, your cable, all that stuff. But they also included this little silicone case. And this is a really nice case, actually. And the fact that they offer it for free is just pretty mind-blowing. I love that. But the fact that it comes right inside of the box is great. I don't know if this is the final retail packaging that's gonna hit the US, but if it does come with this little case here, I think that's gonna be awesome. It's a good looking phone, man.
And this is what happens quite often when we're working. He just gets on his phone and starts playing games.
You're trying to call me out.
I am.
Well, let me tell you guys, the performance is good. The performance on this is actually really solid. Ooh. I've had no issues so far. This game I've seen mess up a few phones, but on the Mate 10 Pro here, it's actually handling it pretty well.
What kind of processor does it have?
It's got the Kirin 970 processor, which is actually really powerful. It's Huawei's proprietary chip, so they make it themselves. But this thing has great battery efficiency, which you will see throughout the day. And it also has the ability to access some AI capabilities. So I'm not complaining here. And just so you guys know, this game is Sonic Forces. I love Sonic games, and this is probably one of the most fun apps that they've come out with in a while. So I've been really enjoying this. Whoo, you guys are gonna get me killed though. I can't even really play and talk to you at the same time. But if you wanna pick up a cool game, this is definitely one worth grabbing. Dang. All right, y'all messing me up though. Okay guys, so it is pretty late. It's about 7:37 p.m. But what's insane is that I have 75% battery left. I don't know, but for right now, the battery just seems unbeatable. It feels kind of crazy. In terms of screen on time, I've already got 2 hours and 7 minutes clocked in. Now that might not sound like a lot at this time, but I've been doing a lot of work. I still got a lot more stuff to do with the phone. We're gonna see how long it lasts throughout the day. Maybe it'll go into the next day, which would be insane. But 75% left at this time of night. It's insane. Okay guys, so right now I'm in Walgreens. Being a good husband, Ari's eye is killing her, so I'm looking for some NAFCON drops. It's like 12:35 in the morning, and guys, the phone's at 60%. I mean, I haven't been killing this phone. You saw me drive around. I drove around a little bit more today, and it's got 60%. In terms of screen on time, let's take a look here. So we're looking at 3 hours and 18 minutes of screen on time, 60%. That is bonkers. If this thing really gets to like 6 hours, like seriously. All right guys, so the phone is finally dead and it's sitting on the charger now. It's been on the charger for about maybe like 15 to 20 minutes or so. But it just gave me an alert saying your phone is dying, it's going to shut off in 30 seconds. So I had to jump in and grab a screenshot really quick of the screen on time, and we had about 6 hours and I think 32 minutes or so.
Wow.
I've never, ever with a phone gotten that much screen on time before. I know some people claim, oh, I get 7 hours, I get 8 hours. Listen, I've never done it. So I was super, super impressed here.
And that was with a ton of pictures and GPS.
Oh, I've been using the phone. I played a lot of Sonic, I must admit. But it is sitting on this charger. Huawei has a proprietary charger here with this, and it's supposed to get you 50% in about, what, 30 minutes? So let's see what we're at right now. 37.
Oh, it wasn't even on for 30 minutes. Definitely
No, not yet, not yet. That's really impressive. So you got all of that battery life, and then you charge it up for just 30 minutes, you get 50%. This is what batteries are supposed to be like today. And that pretty much wraps up our day. And I can actually say day since I wasn't able to actually kill the phone in a single day. This thing has some insane battery life. It's got 4,000 milliamp hours, and this is amongst the best battery life I've ever seen on a phone. And I've seen some pretty good battery life lately, but I gotta say, the Mate 10 Pro takes the cake. Honestly, I think 4,000 milliamp hours should be the standard. I think everybody would be happy with that. Seriously. But in terms of performance, this thing handled everything that I threw at it pretty well, especially that Sonic game, which is usually a big test for me nowadays, since a lot of phones that I've seen really bog down once I play it for a long time, and it actually held up really well. So kudos to them, even though they've got their own proprietary Kirin processor. So it's not like regular Snapdragons that you're seeing out there. They got their own chip, and it still functions really well. So kudos to them for having one of the best processors on the market with their Kirin 970 chip. And I mentioned during the real day in the life that this phone has AI capabilities with this chip having a built-in neural processing unit, and this helps the phone to start learning your habits as you use it more, which should help you to have a smooth and very power efficient experience with the phone. And where you'll initially see the advantages of built-in AI like this are from apps like the Microsoft Translator app that comes with the phone to help give some real-time translations, as well as with the camera being able to detect certain things that are in the frame to give you the best optimal shooting settings for whatever it detects. Design-wise, I think that this is a classy looking phone. I think it looks great. I did find it to be a bit slippery though, but with the included case that they put in the packaging, that fixed all the issues and it didn't add any real bulk. I felt pretty secure with that case, so it is just awesome that they include it. It's also got a 6-inch OLED display that I think looks really good. Watching some of my favorite shows look great on it, and surprisingly, using it with one hand wasn't an issue at all. Usually I don't like having those really big screens because it makes it hard to use with one hand, but I didn't have that issue here. And it's also got a screen protector pre-installed, so you got a case and screen protector right out of the box. Now, in terms of the cameras, they were pretty solid performers. In the back, you've got dual rear cameras. One is 12 megapixels and the other is 20, and they both have an aperture of 1.6, which is great for low light shots. But I found that the exposure could be a bit weird sometimes. Sometimes some spots were a bit overexposed or they were underexposed with the dark areas. So if I did have any complaints, it would be how the camera sometimes exposes some shots. But you do get a ton of different settings with this camera, so you can really mess around with it, from a manual mode if you want to take control of the camera and do it exactly the way you want to. It's even got a portrait mode, which I found to be pretty good. It wasn't super crazy with the bokeh effect. It actually looked a bit more natural, so I like that. And you've also got a ton more, too many to list out in this video. So if you really like your camera, you've got a lot of options here. And with the front-facing camera, we were able to get some really nice selfies. So overall, I do think the whole camera package is pretty solid. I just wish that the exposure would be a bit better. Now, this phone ships with one of the latest versions of Android Oreo, and it does come with the EMUI skin. And I really don't mind that this thing has a skin. Honestly, I haven't complained about a skin in quite some time. Manufacturers have gotten really good at making sure the skin doesn't get in the way of using your phone. I feel like this phone gives off a very mature, clean look to it. And honestly, that makes sense since it's usually targeted towards business users. So people who have businesses or use it for work, that makes sense. It has a lot of productivity features, security features. So EMUI has a lot going for it. And even back when I did a real day in the life with the Huawei P10, I actually really liked the skin that was on it. It kind of just felt like a mature phone. Felt really nice to use. Some missing features though, no inclusion of the headphone jack, which honestly I think we just gotta start getting used to. I've been saying it for a while now, and it's still true. It also has no wireless charging, no expandable storage. It does come with 128 gigs of storage, which is very, very nice, but no expandable storage for those of you who like to use a micro SD card. But it is IP67 water resistant, so if you spill water on it or you drop it in a pool or something, you're gonna be fine. But overall though, guys, I think that this is a really good phone, worth taking a look at. It's got that nice big 6-inch OLED display. It's also got a great looking body, and it's got that amazing all day battery life that could potentially go into 2 days with light use. That battery life is a winner. If you're on the market for a new phone, this is definitely one you don't want to rule out. I'll of course have links to it down below in the description if you guys want to learn even more about it and see all the tech specs, all that good stuff. I'll have it linked down below in the description. But that about wraps it up for this video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it and got to see what the Mate 10 Pro functions like in a real day in the life. If you enjoyed this video, be the cool guy or girl that gives it a thumbs up. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Till then, it's your average consumer. Peace.